Bauchi Chamber of Commerce. I'm also the chairman of the Central Working Committee for this trade fair. And Bauchi Chamber of Commerce is organizing this trade fair to showcase the potentials of Bauchi State in agriculture and mineral resources. And trade fairs are different. There are the modern trade fairs, and there is also the primitive trade fair. Ours is the modern trade fair. It involves the primitive one and the modern one. Primitive in the sense that it used to be buying and selling. Businessmen will come and spread their wares, and then people will come and buy. But nowadays, things are changing. So that is why I said that this is a modern trade fair for showcasing the potentials of Bauchi State.
Mr. President, we are seeing this trade fair is a unique one in terms of preparations because it's a modern one. In a traditional one, it is usually buy and sell, and showcasing the order of different companies, organizations, and even cottage industry. What makes this one unique?
Well, what is unique about this year's trade fair is for the last 11 years, we've not had any trade fair in Bauchi. But with the advent of my administration, this trade fair is revived. And as you can see, things are really getting better. And we are hoping that in the next 2 days, the complex will be full of activities. Unique in the sense that previously we used to have a domestic trade fair for the entire northeast in Bauchi. Unfortunately, this wore away. So that is one of the more reasons why we said we should start this trade fair strictly by Bauchi Chamber of Commerce, after which we are hoping that next year it will be a combined trade fair between amongst all the northeast sub-region.
So now, how many companies and countries are participating in this year's trade fair, which is a unique one after 11 years of?
So honestly speaking, the trade fair is starting today. And like I said, it takes at least about 2 to 3 days before you know how many companies are participating. Some are still coming. Some you can see they are just erecting their pavilion, which is normal with all trade fairs. And with regards to big companies, there are several government agencies, various local governments of Bauchi State, about 20 of them. They are all showcasing their abilities and their participation. And we are also looking forward to some foreign companies and foreign embassies. Like Bangladesh government has shown keen interest in attending this trade fair to come and partner with us to ensure that we have a successful trade fair.
So what informed your decision to formally to declare the trade fair on 8th of December while another one is on in Kano? Why don't you leave it till the Kano one is over?
There is only a lapse of about 2 days. What actually happened was that after fixing our date to coincide, not to coincide with that of Kano, Kano Chamber of Commerce decided to bring their own backwards by about 2 days. That is why there is a lapse of 2 days. And we all know, like I told you earlier on, that trade fairs, whichever day you decide to start, does not start on that day. Of course, there are few marketers who may start selling and buying, but actually it takes about 3 days for the trade fair to pick up. So we are looking forward to some marketers. If they close in Kano in the next 1 or 2 days, they promise that they will rush to Bauchi.
So what is the theme of the 2019 Bauchi Trade Fair?
It's the same thing, like I said, showcasing the potentials of Bauchi State, promoting our businessmen so that they can meet business communities from outside of the state and from outside the country to improve the potentials of Bauchi State.
So, Honorable Commissioner, we'd like to know your name and your designation.
Thank you very much. My name is Mohammed Sadiq. I'm the Honorable Commissioner, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Bauchi State.
Honorable Commissioner, now for a long time, Bauchi State hadn't had such kind of trade fair, although it used to take place before, and now during a tenure, the trade fair is revived. What is the take of Bauchi State government in this 2019 trade fair?
You are absolutely right. To be precise, we are in the 11th year since it last took place, going to the 12th year. And it has become so pertinent for His Excellency in his wisdom to pay back to the electorate. The Chamber of Commerce, the Marketers Association, has been one of his key pillars at the last election that brought him into power. And he felt he is duty bound to do whatever is necessary, at least to start paying them back. So they've been yearning for that, and it's quite timely. So he decided to oblige so that the state government can facilitate in organizing the first national trade fair. Not only the domestic trade fair that used to hold, which was over 11 years, getting to 12, like I rightly said, but to make it bigger. First national trade fair is the first of its kind in Bauchi. And it is in earnest. As you can see, the starting date is today, but by tradition, normally the first day, second, and sometimes the third days are all preparatory days. So we are looking forward in earnest to a very large participation.
Actually, the responsibility of every Ningi-free government is to provide enabling environment for investors. What have you provided, or what have you contributed toward the success of this 11th Bauchi Trade Fair?
You see, the administration of Senator Bala Mohammed, CEO in Kauram Bauchi, came with a blueprint. He came fully prepared. And within that framework, he has this as one of the key things he should do. That is to ensure that businesses thrive in the state. He wants to change the narratives, because hitherto the saying goes, Bauchi is a civil servant state, so commercial activities doesn't thrive. So he has now come in full force. He's trying to change the narratives. He has provided as a ministry, as a commissioner overseeing this Ministry of Commerce and Industries, I want to say that he has provided all the necessary support for us to make policies and programs, to make facilitation, to ensure that we make businesses thrive in the state. And above that, we must do whatever is necessary, which he is doing in collaboration with us at our ministry, to make the state business friendly, so that we can attract investors from within and outside the state.
So let's talk of the issue of policy of federal government, what is called ease of doing business. There are a lot of bottlenecks policies, especially at state levels, which makes investors scared from a particular state. What are you doing to ensure the investment in your state will be eased?
As it is now, the state government is collaborating with non-governmental organization, the area of research and development, to review policies, and laws of the state that will provide for ease, in doing business. We are also trying to, as a state, look at possibilities of making or developing an industrial, well, I've forgotten the concept.
Is it framework?
No, not industrial framework. Anyway, we are trying to provide, a conducive business environment in the state. We are working towards that, honestly, along with the consultants that are here, as state consultants, to all the endeavors in the state.
Sometimes state governments and the individual facilitate to invite people like Dangote and other big conglomerates to come and participate in the trade fair. Did you assist the Chamber of Commerce in convincing such international and national companies to participate?
Well, I don't want to be specific, but then we have, in liaison with the Nigerian Chamber of Commerce, Bauchi State Division, to identify key sectors, like business conglomerates, like research and development centers, institutes, and other institutions apart from the business community. So we have identified such investors. I don't want to be specific to Dangote alone, and a lot of willingness were received by such sectors, and we are very optimistic that a lot of them will come.
Lastly, as government, what message do you have to all the participants at this 2019 Bauchi Trade Fair?
Yes, I want to call on them to really come and participate. Those that have indicated interest and have booked, spaces, pavilions, etc., I want to urge them to come on time. Those that have not indicated interest should, in fact, link their interest with their actions and be here. They must not miss this rare opportunity. The people of Bauchi State have been clamoring for this, and they are very anxious. It's here. So let them come and partner with the people of